What's up, ladies and germs? Back here with another product review. This time we're looking at my Super Reef Octopus 3000 Super Sump Saver. So that's the 3000 SSS. I have this running now. I've had it for 5 months running on my 120. It was too big for that tank, to be honest with you. But now I have it here running for 3 months on my 234 and a 70-gallon sump. So it's a total volume of around 300, and it is the 300-gallon skimmer. So it's exactly where it should be. Now let's do a little close-up view of it. Let's see if we can get rid of this glare here somehow. If I come over here. Oh, look at that. I come over here and there's no glare. I should have started over here. Alright, well, there's a little close-up tour of it. I do have it on a stand. I have it on a stand because you need it to be either just half and half in the water, or the outlet, that is. You need it to be half and half in the water or completely out of the water. I wanted it half and half so that it's a little quieter. So I had Tyler build me this stand. He just sent it over. It's working great. Now, it's the Super Sump Saver, so as you can see, the pump is inside of the actual skimmer. That's why it's a Super Sump Saver, because the actual pump is inside the skimmer. So it does save a lot of space. The pump is silent. The first time I turned it on, it was... I wasn't even sure it was working properly, to be honest. It was that quiet. Compared to everything else around it, especially the Mag 9, not even the Mag 9, the Mag 18 is kind of loud, so you don't even hear this thing. It's incredibly quiet. The ball valve, the gate valve works very well. You can make very minute adjustments, which helps a lot when you're trying to create the right skim mate, whatever you like, wet skim, dry skim. I'm a little bit in between there, what I like, but I put on this little 45-degree elbow here just because it was pushing against the wall there, and it was creating a little bit of bubbles, and it was getting all over the place, and I'm a little bit of a neat freak. So I put this elbow on here so that it would push it sideways. I do like that because, one, it does create a little bit of a surface movement here, which I like, and it also isn't making a mess. Now, for the actual skimmer itself, it's producing a disgusting skim mate. It's awesome. You can't really see. This is 3.5 days now, right? 3.5. Yep, 3.5 days. This is early morning on Saturday, and I cleaned it late night on Wednesday. So it's actually about 2.5, 3 days here. You can see the skim mate bubbling at the top here. I actually have the bubble level set to about right where the bottom of the black cup is, a little bit higher than that. This is how I like to do it. You see here, you get a little bit of a wet skim mate, but not much at all. So if I zoom in there, you can see you do have that little bit of water in there, but it's so disgusting and dark that that's fine with me. If that's clearer than that, I wouldn't suggest it. I would suggest if you're going to wet skim, do it a dark wet skim. I know some people out there that do much lighter than that. One, it's a pain because you have to clean the cup and everything so often. But here, all I have to do is pull that plug and drain it into a solo cup and pour that down the sink, and I actually clean the head about once a week. So for the time being, like right now after this video, I'll just pull that plug and drain it into a solo cup, throw it in the garbage. But as you can see, this thing is working like a champ. I absolutely love it. It was well worth the money. I've had a couple other skimmers in the past. This one is by far the best. It works flawlessly. I don't really have that many problems with it at all. The only thing is when the sump does fill up, I mean this is with all skimmers, but when the sump does fill up high because you shut the Mag 9 and 18 off, it will overflow like crazy. But I've solved that by connecting it to a float switch, so when the high float switch gets triggered, it shuts this sump off completely. Now that is pretty cool. Actually, I'll show you that quickly. So you can see all the way to the left of your screen here, there's two float switches. Now this high one, I'm going to walk over to it and I'm going to trigger it, and you'll see that the skimmer will shut off. So it's pretty cool, watch. Skimmer shuts off completely. Now, when I let that go, it actually takes a minute for the skimmer to come back on. The reason being, when this fills up because your Mag 18 and 9 are off, when you turn them back on, it doesn't drop down right to the level where it should be immediately. So it takes a little while for it to drop back down. It actually takes about 45 seconds. Now I have this programmed for a minute so that it won't come back on for 1 minute, so that it won't overflow at all. Saves me a lot of trouble, saves me a lot of cleaning and a lot of gunk going and crap going back into the tank because it overflowed. So it's a awesome skimmer, especially when you combine it with an apex. Makes it even better, and the safety features are even better on it when you connect it with an apex. So overall, I'd definitely buy another one. I'm considering buying, there it goes back on, it was exactly 1 minute. I am considering buying the 1000 for my 55 gallon tank, 54 gallon tank. So overall, I would definitely suggest it. I love it. It's working very, very well for me, and it's pulling out a lot of skim. And this stuff stinks. I mean, it's nasty. So again, overall, I definitely suggest it, and I'm gonna leave you off on a shot of the skim actually coming out. Disgusting stuff. So thanks again, guys. Let me know what you think. Comment, rate, subscribe. Thank you. See you later.